Good morning. Please turn your TV on and channel up to channel 70. We're simulcasting on the intercom for rooms without TVs. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please pause for a moment of silence. And now for this week's Eagle News.
Thanks, Mr. P. This program is brought to you by Lakeshore's PBJ class. From our studio, this is Eagle News with Heather, Alyssa, and Paige. Now, let's go to Heather.
Get ready for more snow this weekend. I'm Heather. Here are your morning announcements. Next week is Foreign Language Week. There will be special events throughout the week featuring German, French, Spanish, and Seneca languages. Different foreign cultures will be featured daily in the cafeteria. Listen to the announcements for more details.
Attention students, our box office is open today during lunch blocks for tickets to see Godspell. Students who signed up to work be there on time. There is a mandatory meeting for all students interested in track and field this spring on Wednesday, March 3rd at 3 p.m. See Mr. Connors or Mr. Heron if you have any questions. The Boys Varsity Swim Team banquet information is available for you in room 103. Money is due Wednesday. Please do not delay.
The freshman class will host the Chicken Barbecue March 26th, the night of Mr. Lakeshore. Freshman class officers are looking for freshmen to sell pre-sale tickets and to help the night of the event. Interested freshmen should attend a meeting next Wednesday after Block D in room 203. Help find a cure for cancer and help raise $30,000 by getting involved with the 9th annual Going Bald for Bucks campaign on March 12th beginning at 5:40 a.m. Shave your head or have 10 or more inches cut for locks of love. See Mr. George in room 127 ASAP to get a permission slip. The lost and found box is in the main office is full. Come to the office today and see if anything you have lost has been found. All unclaimed clothing will be going to Goodwill after today. Now let's have a look at today's artwork from Artist of the Week, Lauren Kay. This is Jungle in July. That's it for this week's announcements. Let's turn it over to Paige for this week's Eagle Extra Reports.
Going Bald for Bucks is just 2 weeks away, and we know that many students plan to participate. But adults are also getting in on the action. Eagle News reporter Bob A. recently met two staffers who tell us why they're going bald.
I think Bald for Bucks is a wonderful program. It's tremendous because of what it does for Roswell Park. I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago, stage 2 cancer, and I did go to Roswell, and they were able to give me my options and set out a treatment plan for me, which included surgery and chemotherapy and radiation. And over the course of about a year and a half, I spent a lot of time at Roswell and was able to witness firsthand the impact that they have on our community. I think Bald for Bucks is a great program where our students can show how much they appreciate what Roswell Park does. I think everybody's been affected by cancer in one way or another. I know when I came back in February, I was wearing a wig, and by the time Bald for Bucks rolled around in March, I was able to take off my wig, and I was bald just like everybody else here at school, and it blended right in. And it was a really wonderful feeling because I think once you've been bald, you can empathize for other people that have lost their hair through chemotherapy or other diseases, and you get a sense of compassion, and I think it's a great learning tool for our students, as well as it financially helps Roswell Park.
When I first came to Lakeshore many years ago, I did it that first year because my older sister, one of my older sisters, had just been diagnosed with cancer. So I did it to support her. Now I'm doing it this year because last June, right at graduation time, day before graduation, my sister passed away from cancer. And myself and my other siblings miss her very, very much. So I'm doing this in her memory and her honor. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. And thanks to Mr. Walsh and Mrs. Belliati for their participation in Going Bald for Bucks. It started. The annual art auction. Students and teachers all over the school have been placing their bids on their favorite pieces in the Library Media Center. Eagle News reporter Sean took a trip to the art department to get more information about this year's auction.
Thanks, guys. The art department's annual furniture project has started. Even though it's annual, most of the student body doesn't know that much about it. Recently, I spoke to Ms. Sonnenberg about the history of the auction.
Several years ago, we started a silent auction that runs in conjunction with the high school musical in 2004 with the musical South Pacific, and all of the chairs were based on artwork of Paul Gauguin. And we started the auction as a way of raising funds for our art scholarship. And we thought, what better way to do this than have the students use their own artwork? And every year we seem to be getting more and more students involved in this, and I think this year is the first year that we have so many beautiful pieces on display in the Media Center. We have seen anywhere from maybe $800 to $1,200 a year. And all of that money is put into an account for the art department, and it goes to it's passed on in June on moving up day to a graduating senior. There's a bidding war started on a stained glass piece that was completed in Mrs. Belliati's class. It's a beautiful piece, a floral piece, and already there's quite a few bids on that. We invite the public to come in and preview the artwork, make a bid, and the highest bidder at the close of the musical on Sunday will be offered the chair.
The inspiration for next year's community service project came from a student in Miss Belliati's drawing and painting class. Steph W.'s plant holder brought the idea from her ingenious creative thinking.
We're going to use the idea of the altered furniture for our community service project, and it's going to be a project that will benefit Children's Hospital, and we're encouraging all our students to listen to the announcements and consider being a part of this really worthy cause. The students will be altering chairs to resemble whimsical animals. We want an animal based on every letter of the alphabet, and we're hoping to also self-publish a children's alphabet book to go along with each piece of furniture. So if you're interested in getting some community service hours, come down to the art room and we'll fill you in on everything you need to know to participate in this project.
Thank you to Ms. Sonnenberg and the rest of the art department. Make sure you check out the Media Center for this year's items in the auction. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. I think that I'm going to make a bid on that mirrored mosaic table too. Bidding will close Sunday, March 7th during the final performance of Godspell. Now let's go to Alyssa with this week's Random Acts.
For this week's Random Acts, Eagle News reporter Paige asked which event should be added to the Olympics. Let's see what people had to say.
So Brad, what sport do you think should be in the Olympics?
Professional eating.
Why?
I don't know, because I want to see that Chinese guy win a medal.
I think bowling because it's really fun and I love to bowl. There should be snowshoeing added.